Good evening, Flosstube. I have a finish to share for you. So excited. This was a 2020 goal for me to finish. This is Taj Mahal Mandala by Chatelaine Designs. I started this piece probably about a decade ago, only finished this middle part, and then it sat for years and years and years, all put away. And then after I ended my stitching hiatus, I think I built this building here and then put it away for another while. And then, I don't know, in the last 2-3 months, this design has possessed me, and now here it is finished, and I'm so excited. This is my first full-sized, large Chatelaine, the mandala design that I have finished, so I'm excited about that. I hope this lighting is okay. I've had to do something a little bit different just because the sparkle never shows up properly, so I felt like this was the only way to get the glitter of the beads and the crystals to kind of come across, because that is the most frustrating thing. I mean, obviously this is best seen in person, but I'm trying to give you guys kind of the full effect as much as I can. But yeah, we'll do some close-ups here. So I have actually shot this a few times because I keep moving too fast and I don't want to make anybody seasick. So a few changes that I made. Probably the most noteworthy is up here in the corners. I redid these flowers. They were originally a mix of the orange and the red, and it just didn't look right to me with all those pastel pinks. So I changed it, and I decided if I'm going to change it, and I went with purple, I said if I'm going to change it, how about we just bead it up too? So I added a bunch of beads, I added some crystals there. There's a dark purple velvet crystal and a violet AB crystal. A couple different bead varieties. I've got a bird climbing up my arm right now, so hopefully she doesn't go after my camera because she knows how to turn it off. Anyways, and then if you can see, it's hard to tell. There's some, get close enough there. There we go. So see, there's some matte green beads that I put in there. When I got to stitching it, I thought that spot looked a little empty, and I was in the beading phase, and when I'm in that phase, I don't want to thread floss, so I just decided, oh, I'll put some beads in, but I was cautious about overdoing it, so I decided to use matte beads. That way, you know, they're not as noticeable as other beads. They still add dimension and texture, but they don't have the glisten and the shine. So yeah, I decided to do the matte beads, and I like those particular kind because they are like, this is a word I struggle with. Variegated, that word never rolls off my tongue easily. The colors are mixed and varied. So yeah. So that's a big difference that I did. Also, here in the corners, these treasures weren't on there. Also, that last peach bead wasn't on there either. I just felt like it needed to be there. But I added these in here because when I was stitching this little spot, those peach crystals are called for, there's 3, but I really wanted to use these Pacific Opal. That's what color that treasure is. And I thought that spot looked like it needed one, so I added it there, but I didn't want to just put one there, so I thought, well, this spot also looks like it could use one, so I put it there, just so it kind of blended. Also, another thing I did is, see this purple bead that I used for this flower? I also switched these beads here. These were a gold color, and I kind of wanted to up the purple ante a little bit, and because I knew I was switching this flower to purple, I decided to use the same bead. That way it would look like the whole thing was on purpose, which, you know, it was, but just wanted to make it go a little bit better. I also added a couple beads around these yellow and red flowers as well. I kind of tried to hold myself back on it a little bit just because I didn't want to go too bead crazy. Also, this bead here, the pearl, I'm not sure what the actual bead was supposed to be. In the chart, it's listed as an X, and I couldn't find something listed as X in my kit, so I just decided I'm just going to use what I want. And that's what I came up with, and I kind of thought well, first off, I thought it looked really good. Second, I thought it went with the Indian theme because there's a lot of coastline in India, and I think they get a fair bit of freshwater pearls, like industry-wise. I could be wrong, but that's kind of what I was thinking. Then, oh yeah, I added, there's this little cross that you might be able to see it. It's glittery. Hang on, coming in here. I got a bird on me though. So right there, I added, well, that was supposed to be like the same color as the stitching, and I did it in a sparkly blending filament. Also, I omitted, there's supposed to be this scrolly back stitch that goes on top of this. I did not like it, and I really questioned whether I was doing it or not. Clearly, I obviously didn't. But there was also some of that right here, and I did that, and I hated how it was looking because I had to like pierce the stitching, and it just looked messy. So, and I really love how you can see, you know, the transition of the colors here, the pinks to peaches to yellows. And I just thought if I backstitched on top of that, it was going to make it look messy. My other thought was to use like an 032 blending filament and stitch that. That way it would just add sparkle, but you could kind of see through it to the colors. But at the end of the day, I just decided, you know what, I just like it the way it is. So yeah, I copped out. Also, I discussed in another video the changes I made here. These crystals were supposed to be very pink, the ones on the red flower, and I switched them to light cyan and fire opal because I wanted to keep it red. These these red flowers, the thread's actually kind of brownish, and with the pink crystal, I just thought it, you know, toned the red down, and I like the vividness of the red, so I wanted to accentuate it. Also, you can see this a little bit, but there's some straight treasure braid stitched through these portions here. Yep, on each of the reflecting pools. I wanted to make it obvious that this was water. So that was my thoughts with that. I had seen that done on another Chatelaine design, so I decided to add that in there on mine. And I really like that. Again, more sparkle is always good. So yeah, I also added a few treasures here. The two inner corner treasures are a turquoise AB ×2, and these are chrysolite opals. And I just felt like they needed to be there. I mean, I think they go really well with the, can't remember if those are Rhodes or star stitches. I don't know, can't remember, but I just thought it just, I don't know, they just look like they belong there to me. That, and I liked those crystals, and I wanted to incorporate them. You know, I love adding the extra bling. So I think that's most of the changes I made. I had another video where I discussed I changed the color of this woven Scotch stitch. It was supposed to be that pink color, and I decided it would look cooler with the orange. So but yeah, hopefully I didn't forget anything. I guess it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, one other little thing. These yellow eyelets. I picked a different color yellow. It was supposed to be a more pale yellow, kind of like this one here. I think it was actually that one there. But I liked the more bright yellow, how it looked with the jewel tones in the Taj Mahals, and I liked how it played with the peach colored beads around it. I just, you know, liked the color better, so I switched to it. So yeah, my first big finished Chatelaine. I am so excited. I'm thrilled that this was a 2020 final finish. I'll probably be filming another Flosstube and I'll show it off again just because I can't help myself. I've been sitting here staring at it like a weirdo. It's funny, stitching on it, you only usually see like little small bits of it at a time. So when it's all unrolled here, I'm like, wow, that's big. I did that, you know? So it's like, now it's like, wow. But yeah, very excited to have finished this. Framing, I'm thinking of maybe going with Rensselaer Studios. I know they're pricey, but they do really cool stuff, and I think this would be a cool design for them to do, you know, so I'm like, maybe I'll just have them do one, you know, and yeah, let that be it. Okay, you guys want to say hi to Natiri? She's kind of, hi, there's Natiri. Say hi, baby girl. Hi, baby. I think she kind of matches the fabric a little bit too. What you guys think? Yeah, she's a pretty girl. Yes, baby. All right, come back here before you turn the camera off. Okay, anyways, so thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys on my next Flosstube. Today is December 21st, 2020, so Merry Yule to all my pagan heathens. And yay, this means that now the sunlight's gonna start coming back more. It'll start, you know, not getting so dark so early, so yay, it's not gonna get any worse at least. But again, thanks guys for watching, and I will see you guys on my next Flosstube. Bye guys.